So here we are at the final day of the
Yay.
50-day story challenge. Yeah.
Mhm.
And obviously, 15 good days, 15 hard slog days. Everybody's had, a few challenges, a few breakthroughs, all that kind of stuff. But job's done. Okay. And obviously, we've all finished our story.
Yeah, obviously.
So come on, what took you guys so long?
All right, so I think we should use that as a beautiful segue just a wee kick off into status and progress, and I think John is eyeing to lead us off with this one. Like you can just see him sitting there agitating his chair. Like, he was just like, oh come on, pick me. So John,
I've got to keep quiet.
What's the progress on your story, John? How did it go?
Done.
And were you perhaps the first person to finish?
Rumor has it, yes, that's the situation.
Okay. So
should I add that I'm 12,000 words into book 2?
I don't think that's helpful. I don't think that's helpful. Does anybody else find it helpful? I don't find it helpful. Hands up those who find it helpful.
0.
Damn.
No. No.
Next time you don't get to cheat. That's all I can say. Like, no head starts for you next time.
But my cheating was only 5,000 words, and I've done 12,000 since the end of book 1.
It's that first 5,000 that gets you into the story. That's the lead-in.
You're quite right.
Yeah.
You're quite right.
This is exactly how people get lumps of coal for Christmas, John. This is how it happens.
Yep.
Okay, so John, you finished your story. How many words had you done when you wrapped it up, and how many days did it take?
It was 10 days, 43,500 words.
Okay. Was that 10 days including the cheating weekend? Or we
didn't.
That on?
Okay, take 5,000 words off, and it's 10 days to do 39,000 words.
You're pretty bloody good, man. It really is.
Okay, well, that's excellent. So I think who am I going to pick for progress next? I think.
Me. I'll offer myself up.
All right. Tell us how you got on.
Quite shit, actually. I am. You're right. Yeah, I thought you were gonna.
I'm good. No, you keep going. I'm fine.
Don't die. Yeah, no, the story's good and that, but I had just a shit few weeks. My fibro symptoms have been acting up majorly. I've been super fatigued. My brain's not been helping. Today I got up and I thought I'll do some writing, and then my kid fell off the trampoline and I had to take her to the doctor and we had to wait for an x-ray, but she hasn't broken any bones, so that's great. But it's just been kind of, I think my brain, normally I knock off on the 13th for my birthday for the year, and I think that I'm used to doing that, and it's just like, nah, no, you can't do any work. We're just going to make sure you can't. But I'm still going to keep writing because I really want to finish the story. Obviously, I have a commitment to getting it done, but it will happen. It will happen in the next probably week or so.
Okay. So how far along are you? Like, what's the status of the story? Like, about how long do you think it's going to be, and how long is it now?
It's 13,000 words now, but I think I probably need another 7,000. So that's okay.
Okay.
It's blown out a little bit from what I thought it would be.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Blown out a little bit. I think that's a beautiful segue. Nice lead into what's going on in her world.
I'm sitting at about last count was about 15 or 16,000 words. It's probably going to end up around the 55 now because I've had to actually add a few chapters. Well, I wrote just a few. I wrote it, but then when I jumped from the prologue into the first chapter, it just didn't quite feel right, and I was umming and ahhing about it, and thought, no, I'll have to go back, add a few chapters. I thought I was going to add 2 chapters, but I actually have to add 3 chapters now. So I'm in the process of writing the 3rd extra chapter, and Yes, and so it's blown out a little bit, but it will get done.
Okay, so when do you think you'll finish? Like the brief 15-day challenge, just going to be, you know, a short story, something like that, and suddenly it's a full-on novel-ass novel. Like, what's going on?
Not going to happen with me. Oh, short stories are just really not my forte, are they? So, it will definitely be finished early next month.
Right.
Yeah, early next month. So, because I'm writing another book at the same time. So I've done about 30,000 words all up, because I'm actually writing 2 novels at the same time. I've done about 14,000 on Heaven as a Harem. So yeah, so both books will be done between early to mid next month.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think it's where did I get to? 50,000 words was where mine ended up. They normally grow a little bit when I edit them, because I go, I haven't described anything at all inside this room, so at the moment it's a featureless box. I have to go through and put in some detail about stuff that's obviously clear as a bell in my head, but no human on the face of the earth knows. So they grow a little bit. I'll probably over the Christmas break, I'll do a little bit of editing on it. Probably get maybe another couple of thousand words in there. I'm not quite sure, but 50,000 words is where the story finished when I put the end in it. I feel pretty good about it. It took me 11 days to hit that 50,000 words, so that was good, no cheating. And I think it's I would really like to do another 2 about this length, actually, because I enjoyed the challenge of, you know, can we do a story inside of, you know, a constrained time frame. That was really cool. And can I keep it going, because this story has unexpectedly a natural segue into another story, so, you know, I think that would be fun. But yeah, that was cool. It was cool. Surprises is the next thing on the list, so I think we'll start with Kim this time. Any surprises this week apart from it growing an extra couple of chapters and arms and legs and things like that?
Probably just, I don't tend to work unlike you within a time constraint. I'm not really, I kind of get flustered and stressed and overwhelmed when you say, right, it has to be done within this. So I'm like, no, kind of have a freak out. And yeah, so I'm one of those people that I can work really fast, but when I have no limits, just do whatever, whenever, then I'm like, yeah, and then just smash it through. But I'm not really good with deadlines.
Okay, all right. John, surprises from your side of the fence?
I think the surprises will happen tomorrow when 4 grandchildren arrive, aged between 10 and 6, and 2 dogs. So,
how big's your house?
Oh, it's 4,000 square feet.
Okay, right.
It's a large place.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Are you going to keep them in the basement, or are you going to let them out?
I'll have to think about that.
All right, Cassie, you've been playing with your neck wrap there. What surprises have you had apart from your child, surprise visit to the hospital?
This week, I've been surprised by how badly my brain's been working. So that's been fun. But nothing. To be perfectly honest, can't remember half the week. So there we go. And I didn't even get drunk. It's just one of those weeks where, like, my brain's just not working. So you can't really do anything about it either, which sucks, but that's what it is.
Brains are huge dicks, man. They are.
Oh, they really are. Yeah. Yeah, I'm quite pissed off at mine at the moment.
Mine gets to that sort of stage as well, but that's chemically induced.
So I've been chemically inducing my brain this week too, but it's been alcohol has been my chemical induction process. There's because it's, you know, here in Wellington, you know, we're a bit of a drinking culture. I mean, you know, Australians and New Zealanders, it's kind of like in our DNA.
I would never have thought that.
Yeah, no, obviously, no, it doesn't come across in any of the, tourists never pick up on it. And when we go to other countries, they're always surprised. Yeah, totally. But yeah, so I've had you might hear it in my throat, like a little bit of a slight burr in my throat, and it's because I've spent the last 2 days basically at the pub. And like yesterday, I started at 1 o'clock and I got home about 9 o'clock. So I was feeling fresh as a daisy this morning, I can assure you of that. So no real surprises apart from the fact that I came home with all the things that I left house with. That was good to not leave anything at the pub. That often happens. So I'm pleased about that. All right, challenges. So I'm kind of interested about this one because we've had John finish his story and start a new one going in, and I'm almost wondering if I want to talk with you about projected challenges for the next story.
Well, no, there is a challenge. My challenge is to get a cover designed and delivered by, what's the date we're going to send out our edited copies, or even the unedited copy?
January 9th or something.
Hate to remind you of dates, but we need to send something out.
We do.
So that's the challenge, to get over the Christmas New Year period, to get cover designers who are working, who I haven't dealt with before. I had a word with my thriller cover designer, Stuart Bache, who is a pretty good designer. He's booked up till June 2019.
How many of them are? Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people posting things like that.
So I had to strike him off the list. So it's a challenge. That is the challenge.
I had to roll my own cover for this one. My cover artist is already getting carpal tunnel because she's working on some other book covers for me right now, and I'm pretty sure that she's going to be in rehab after all of that. So that's all good. Kim, what about you? Challenges for you apart from being under grueling timeframes that don't work for you?
No, not really. Pretty good. Just the usual Christmas thing. Friend is in the hospital at the moment, so I'm waiting for a call to go and get him and take him home just for a routine test or something like that. But it's just life stuff and kid stuff and everything.
Why would anybody have kids? Oh man, it just seems like a lot of hard work. It really does.
Seriously, it's.
There's actually, so on the dark web, there's a really good marketplace. You can sell your own children there if you want to, and you can get some good prices for them if that's a thing. I
wouldn't get anything for mine, nothing at all.
You're actually allowed to lie in your ads, though. Everybody does it. So I mean, you could say, they're graduated this and whatever, and you're sure you'll get.
Very enthusiastic.
Excited. Yep. So Cassie, you've also had surprises going to the hospital.
She's surprised at the moment.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is sign language.
Yeah, they're just kind of hovering at the door. Sorry, what was the question?
Challenges.
Challenges. Again, my brain. I think is the biggest challenge. Christmas it shouldn't be too busy this year, which is good. It's Friday, eh? Yep, it's Friday.
No, it's Thursday. Oh, sorry.
Thursday for you.
Don't do that to her, John. That's very mean. That's not good.
Don't do that to me. I'm kind of expecting that it'll take me 2 days to recover from Christmas, just energy-wise. So, but my biggest challenge for finishing this is that I also have another big project that needs finishing, and the deadline for that is not too long after the deadline for this, and so there's a lot of crunch time. But my husband finishes work today in a couple of hours, and I'm going to try and abandon my children for half a day every day and get stuff done. That'll be good. I know.
I mean, just in case anybody from Child Services is watching, when she says abandon, she doesn't mean abandon. She means she's going to outsource that to her husband.
I am. Yes, he can do some parenting.
Challenges over here haven't been too bad. Most of it's been the typical frenzy of the week right before Christmas, right? So you're trying to be productive and get things done, and square away all the things you need to square away, and all of that's very exciting. But I've managed to do it and still spend a couple of days at the pub. So I think I'm actually winning. I'm not challenged. I'm winning. So victory achieved. All right. So I guess the really interesting thing is plans over the break. Are you guys going to be working through? Are you taking some time off? Are you? Yeah.
Working through, yeah.
Yep.
Working through.
Working
I
like
think
a
maybe
bee.
February I might get to take a break. Maybe February, yeah.
Yeah, Kim, you're working through as well.
Yeah, I'm basically gearing up for next year now, so I'll be trying to get a little bit ahead on everything. So, I mean, I'll probably get up early Christmas Day and do a few hours early in the morning and then take the rest of the day off. But other than that, I'm just powering through, yeah.
John, how about yourself?
I've got to finish book 2 by 6th of January because on the 7th, it's my chemo week, and that'll wipe me out for 2.5 weeks. So, that's sort of controls my scheduling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not really much of a holiday either. That's just.
It's enforced downtime, yeah. Recovery time.
Well, just to be a delicate butterfly, I am not working through. I am downing tools after this and taking a break. Ray and I haven't actually we haven't taken a break this year at all. I think we had a brief like 4 days in Rarotonga, but that wasn't enough to unwind. And so we're kind of downing tools and spending time in the garden and things like that. So that's the ideal, and I want to. I think at least 2 weeks off would be nice. So that's the thing. So yeah, I mean, I'll probably still be on the internet because I'm a giant geek. But other than that, I'm not going to be penning words or anything like that. So yeah, next year should be interesting though. I've got I'd like to write more of the stories like the ones that we've just done. I think that would be cool, more in that series or that kind of thing. And I've recently had a story of mine in a Aeon 14 book, which was really cool. And I'd like to explore the possibility of doing some more there. So that might be some cool fun. So yeah, 2019 is going to be quite busy. Does everybody think it's going to be quite busy? I think it feels quite busy. Yeah, cool. All right, well, I think we'll wrap it there. So quick recap is that 15-day story challenge is done. Well, 15 days are over, right? Burned and gone. We have our crowned champion, John, who sped through the finish line after 10 of the 15 days, and then spent the other 5 of those days sending emails to us saying, "How you guys doing?" Which was very, very kind and supportive. I thought that was fantastic. So that's good. And you two are going to be finishing your stories over the next couple of weeks. And then we'll, send them out to our people come January. So cool. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Especially appreciate you guys taking part in the 15-day challenge. It's been a lot of fun for me. So yeah,
it's been fun, and all the best for the holiday season, guys. Enjoy your Christmas. Enjoy your New Year.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.